Welcome to my video on a sphere, surface area, and volume. So first let's give a definition of a sphere. A sphere is a perfectly round three-dimensional object in which every point on the sphere's surface is the same distance from a single fixed point called the center. All right, I'll draw a little picture of a sphere here. It's a three-dimensional object, it's kind of hard to tell. There's the radius and there's that center I spoke about, and this is the surface. And all the points on the surface are equal distance from that point. Now let's look at some real life spheres. Okay, here's a tennis ball, definitely a sphere. This is kind of a practice golf ball. And this is just some little random ball that I found. So this is the one I want to kind of work on today and try to figure out some of the properties of it. We're going to do the surface area and the volume. Okay, for a sphere, I'll put that right there. That thing's going to roll away. The surface area is just equal to 4 pi r squared, where this is this radius, and then the volume is equal to 4/3 pi r cubed. So the distance is going to be cubed here, so it's going to have dimensions of cubic distance and square distance for surface area. Now let's measure this sphere so we can do some calculations here. Okay, first of all, let's get the area, or the diameter, approximately 28 millimeters, hard to tell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little different method of doing that. I've got these two blocks right here, which are cubes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trap that sphere inside there, measure that distance, 30. Let's get back in there. Make sure they're nice and perpendicular. 30. Okay, I'm going to call it right at 3 centimeters or 30 millimeters is going to be the diameter of that sphere. So our diameter now is equal to 30 millimeters. So that means our radius is 30 millimeters divided by 2. That's 15 millimeters. So that's what we can use to do our calculations. So our surface area now is 4 pi r squared, which is 4 pi, and then r is 15. So we square that. Let's get our calculator and run the numbers. So we got 4 times second, and then we get the pi, times 15 quantity squared, enter. So our surface area is 2827, and we got some more digits here. We're not going to worry about those. And that's going to be millimeters squared. So 2,827 millimeters, that's going to be our surface area. So now let's go on and calculate the volume. The volume is equal to 4/3 pi r cubed. So that's 4/3 pi, and r is 15. That's cubed now to the factor of 3. Do the numbers with our calculator. I'm going to clear it, and so we're going to take 4 divided by 3, enter, times second pi, times, and that's going to be 15, and now we're going to raise it to the third power. And so we're going to get 14,137 millimeters cubed. So that's going to be the volume of our, let's make sure we got that right. We got answer divided by pi, 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, that looks about right. And so there's our answer. So in this video, what we did was we calculated the surface area and the volume, the surface area, and then the volume, how much space it takes up. And here's our answers. And so I hope you got something out of this, learned a little bit about spheres and calculating the surface area and the volume. And thank you for watching.